Hello, everybody, and welcome to. It's been 5 years, I would say, since I started this. 5 years, 4 or 5 years since I started with Batman vs Superman, and since that point, I want to talk about the DC universe. It's not in a good shape. The reason why I kind of stopped doing Superhero Showdown is because Marvel's doing so well, and I didn't want it to be one sided. And then you have DC, which for all the Aquaman and Titans, you have the cancellation of Swamp Thing, which was a really good series. You have the DC streaming service, which is dying. You have Man of Steel, which was not well received. You had, even though Man of Steel happened before I started all this, you had Batman vs Superman, which is a train wreck. You had Justice League, which was a train wreck. You had Wonder Woman came out, but I did not like Wonder Woman because it just reminded me of Captain America. Um, you had Shazam, which I did not like. They turned Shazam into this weird, dumbed down character. And you also have the fact of something that I've talked to lots of people about. When people say, oh, DC's still not doing that bad. Well, you have Suicide Squad, which came out, which was not that good. You had the fiasco between Jared Leto and Warner Brothers, where they lied to him, breached contract, and then went with this horrible, in my opinion, piece of garbage Joker movie where they just took Taxi Driver, slapped Joker on top of it, and made it where his laughing was a disorder, and made a movie that I really don't fucking care for. I was bored the whole time I saw Joker. I know it made almost $1 billion, but that just because a movie makes a lot of money, Avatar made a lot of money, and I didn't care for that movie either. You can't base a movie on how good it is on how much money it makes. From there, you have all these movies they announce all the time. I will state that of every movie that Marvel has announced that they were going to do, they have only not delivered on one movie, and that is the Inhumans movie. And to me, that was a disappointment because I love the Inhumans and I really wanted to see Black Bolt on the main screen. On the other side of the coin, you have DC that has announced several movies that never came out. Let's I'm going to rattle off the top of my head some of the movies they've announced over the years that have never come to light. There's the Flash movie. There is Cyborg movie, Green Lantern Corps, and then before that it was the Green Lantern. You have Justice League 2. You have Joker and Harley Quinn. Now, you guys are saying, well, Birds of Prey is coming out. No, Joker's not in that movie. And Joker and Harley Quinn was supposed to be Margot Robbie and Jared Leto doing that movie. That was announced. Batman has not even come out yet. And they announced a Batman movie years ago. New Gods was announced. Black Adam has been announced for nearly 10 years. They've talked about a Black Adam movie, and it's never happened. There's a Teen Titans movie they talked about, and that didn't happen. You have DC as the king of we're going to announce movies like The Sandman, and we're not going to do them. But Marvel will announce random shit, and at least when they put a name in the title, like Infinity War, it slightly resembles what they're talking about. DC's using the name Birds of Prey, but it isn't. They're using it as a fancy way to do the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. The movie looks like trash. Um, DC is also there's so much rumors out there about them changing characters. Black Mask is now gay in the Birds of Prey movie, and what I'm saying is not social just. I don't want the ASJWs to come after me. This is not what it's about. It is not about any of this stuff. It is about you changing core concepts of characters in order to make it relevant so you're the first in line. Because Wonder Woman is technically a bi character, because until she meets Steve Trevor, there is no males. So then you have to figure how do things work in Themyscira, where she's from. There's rumors Batgirl's going to be a transgender character. Okay, that eliminates so much of her backstory and her and Robin. It eliminates a lot off the plate that you cannot do. And why not create a new character? Why not create a completely brand new character? And they're also going for known characters. What I would actually appreciate them to do was if they actually brought in characters that have not been on screen before. One of them would be Zatanna. Zatanna is a very empowering character for little girls, for females. She is a magician by day and she's a superhero by night, and she doesn't take crap. She doesn't take shit from people. She is a very good character. There's Hawk Girl. Hawk Girl's also a very empowering character who's one of the most powerful characters who was in the Justice League, on par with Wonder Woman. You have all these things that you could draw from, and then there's the Crisis on Infinity Earth thing. I don't watch the Arrowverse. I think the Arrowverse is fucking stupid because they turned Green Lantern into Batman, and then you have Batwoman in there. I watched the first episode, and that was trash and garbage. I watched Crisis on Infinity Earth. Okay, I watched the 3 parts. Everything, the reasons why I wanted to watch in the first place, all the cameos were trash. Burt Ward's in there for 45 seconds. They kill the Titans universe. They turn Kevin Conroy into a murderer, and people like me have waited decades to see Kevin Conroy on screen, which would be really cool. Yes, they put the movie verse and the TV verse together because they reference Burton Batman movies. You're telling me out of all the Tim Burton Batman characters that the only one you could get was Knox? You couldn't get like a Vicky Vale. You couldn't get Michael Keaton to show up. Any of that stuff. So that to me is crap. You have Tom Welling who gives up his power so he could be a dad. Okay. Lucifer makes an appearance. You have all this stuff that happens. And then they just it kind of sets the standard for what DC is now. It is a train wreck and they have no idea what they're fucking doing. And I've seen this so far. They have no idea what they are doing. Marvel at least knows what they're doing, and it looks like they got a good plan. DC, I want them to get better. And then you got the Amber Heard things coming out. The Wonder Woman 84 trailer looked like crap to me. It's just I grew up loving DC, and I saw all the DC movies when they were in theaters. I watched the 1966 Batman show. I watched the Wonder Woman show from the 70s. I've watched every DC thing up until I became an adult, and then it's like I don't know what fucking happened. I really don't know what fucking happened. But this has become crap. Utter crap. I wish that they would get their head back on straight because I just don't see the point of doing a superhero show and only talking about, oh, Marvel's doing so well, but DC keeps crapping the bed. And even the Watchmen TV show was horrible. It was bad. I saw 3 episodes and I'm like, oh my god, what the hell's wrong with this? It's like a reverse racism show, and the Watchmen aren't even around anymore. So I wish DC would get their stuff together and that maybe at least 5 of the movies they've announced over the last 9, 10 years would actually come out. All right, well, this has been Chucky. This is Chucky's Funhouse, and I will talk to you all next time.